Hi, my name is Joe Morelli from the law offices of Marquis Salomone and Morelli in Hartford, Connecticut. We are a personal injury law firm handling all types of accidents in the state of Connecticut. I'd like to share with you a particularly tragic case we had to handle about a year ago involving an accidental drowning. A young 9-year-old boy and his family had gone to a resort in Granby, Connecticut for a family reunion. It was a bright July day. There was an Olympic-sized pool which acted as a magnet for all the children. This particular child was not a good swimmer, and his parents informed the lifeguard that he was not a good swimmer. About an hour after they had informed the lifeguard of that, they found his body at the bottom of the pool. Attempts to resuscitate him were unsuccessful. The child had passed away as a result of an accidental drowning. The family came to us seeking any sort of a remedy that was available. What we did was we investigated this case. We took statements from as many people as we could, and we did verify that in fact the parents had advised the lifeguard that the child was not a good swimmer and that special attention needed to be paid. We also verified that that particular lifeguard had gone out on break shortly thereafter and had not informed the replacement lifeguard and the other lifeguard of this fact. We also obtained an economic expert in this particular case, because what we were faced with, and one of the most difficult questions that any attorney has to answer in this type of case, is what is the value of human life? And more particularly, what's the value of a 9-year-old human life? Someone who hasn't had a chance to mature, grow into an adult, and accomplish what adults hopefully accomplish in life. So what we did was, at the appropriate time, we interviewed the families as to what their hopes and dreams were for their child, what had their son expressed an interest in doing in his 9 years, what was their background, and then we retained the economic expert to come up with an economic loss estimate. What we had to do was interview the family at the appropriate time as to what were their hopes and dreams for their son. What did they accomplish in life? What had they hoped that he could accomplish in life? We took that, and then we went out and we retained an economic expert. An economic expert will use very conservative assumptions and understandings as to what loss of income would be over the course of an ordinary lifespan for a particular child. And that's what we did here. And then we approached the insurance company for the private club, and we presented to them the economist's findings and the findings of what we found as far as the liability aspect goes. And after a particularly grueling day of mediation, we were able to settle this case for a 7-figure settlement. Now it's bittersweet, because all the money in the world won't bring this child back, and the parents would gladly have traded whatever the settlement was to get their son back. In a particularly difficult case, however, we feel that justice was done.